Good morning, gang. I am in the building today, but you're going to get a virtual lesson, and this lesson is going to take place about how to write a compare-contrast essay. So compare and contrasting two poems. I would like for you to hit pause right now and read these two poems. It's going to help you do well on the second part of the test, where you're going to do this with two different poems. Hit pause now and read. Now, hopefully you read and got some good ideas about the story of the poem, which we've talked about repeatedly. I want you all to make sure that you are listening. Anna Kay has just shown up in the middle of my lesson to show me some cool pictures. Thanks, Anna Kay. Sorry, got distracted. Oh, one more reminder, everyone. I'm watching you on Hapara. You should only be on these websites. So we read these two poems. Hopefully you did the steps of analyzing the poem. I don't feel like I need to show you that again. We've been doing it for a long time, but I do want to point out that this poem is about Eric Garner, the kid who was killed by the police, and this is taking a look at that he's a person and that everybody has some good in them, and we need to remember that. This happened a few years ago. He was selling cigarettes on the street, which is not a major crime, and some police choked him to death, and the policemen were not charged with a crime. So we do want you to be aware of being kind to everyone and realizing all lives matter. Okay, you read the poem, you analyzed it, you thought about it. Now I need to come up with some compare-contrast situation, because your prompt is going to be compare and contrast two poems. There's more than one way to do that. Here is an example of a T-chart and some things that I analyzed and looked for. Hit pause now and read this T-chart. Another option you have is a Venn diagram. I could do things they have in common and things they don't have in common. So here in the middle is what they share, and here's what they don't share. Notice I'm countering each point with the things that they don't share. And then in gray here, you can see another one where I don't do the Venn diagram. I just do a chart that's the one we practiced before. Some of you have. Those of you who are stronger workers and want to do a great job, you're going to focus more on theme, and you're going to pull out theme. And sometimes you could show the themes are the same. Here I've got two themes that are different, but you know, I could argue that the theme of this poem is the same. And the idea that hope matters, and the idea that Eric Garner's life, even though it's over, provides hope to a lot of people through what he grew. So I could maybe argue that I have the same theme, or I could argue that I have a different theme. They're slightly different. But you need to identify the things that are the same and different. And notice that what I'm identifying is really simple stuff. I don't have to be complex. I just need to identify at least two differences and at least two differences and at least two of the same. Those of you who are stronger, we want you to include theme. We want that challenge there for you. Once I take that work, I go into my planning stage and I start with my thesis. I'm not going to bore you by reading this to you. I want to point out that I took this work. My thesis is a one-sentence summary of what my story is going to be about, and I wrote an opening paragraph. This is an opening paragraph. This work led to my opening paragraph. Titles are included, authors are included. Here is my planning for my opening paragraph. Read it to yourself, think about it. I put some notes here, what was the same, and then I thought about my analysis, and then I turned my analysis into a paragraph. So this work turns into this paragraph. You repeat the same work here in the body paragraph that you did up here. This second body paragraph is either going to deal with the similarities or the differences, depending on which one you choose, because you can put either one first. You choose the one to go first that you think is the strongest. And then you have your closing paragraph. So this paper is going to, this paragraph is going to have this paper is going to have 4 paragraphs: an opening, a body paragraph, and a closing paragraph. And this is mostly review. It's just the structure I wanted to show you. You need to read this from beginning to end. Let me get this fully on the page for you so you can see the whole thing. Let me shrink it just a tad. Pause your computer and read it now. You now have a planning process for using the poems on Schoology. For the rest of class, I want you to close your computer because you're done with it for the day. Wait, I'm sorry, you're not done with it. Go to Schoology, read the 2 poems that you have to write about tomorrow, and make your plan on a piece of paper. Put your name on that piece of paper and turn it into the basket when you are done. Tomorrow, when we start writing this paper, you can use that work to finish what you're trying to do. If you have any immediate questions, you can email me. Again, I'm in the building and I am watching you on Hapara. Have good luck with this. Don't forget, the stronger papers are going to write about the theme. All right, good luck, everyone.